The second trailer for Godzilla and Kong the New Empire is packed with major reveals about the MonsterVerse's next Titan conflict. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of the New Empire trailer. But before I see if we have any Titans that we could insert into this conflict, okay, maybe not. Get him some crayons instead. I'd like to say hello, guys and gals. I'm Nick, and welcome to Furthy's Feedback. So, the first trailer for the upcoming sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong revealed quite a lot about their next adventure, including a preview of Godzilla's new pink transformation, a full look at the MonsterVerse's skarking, Kong's new weapon, and more. The second trailer, however, features even more teases of what's to come for the two titular Titans. As its premise suggests, Godzilla and Kong's second movie together is shaping up to be a MonsterVerse team-up of gigantic proportions. The two will be going up against a new titan called the Skarking, who looks to be threatening humanity with war. And if the second Godzilla and Kong trailer is any indication, Skarking won't be the only monster Godzilla and Kong will need to be concerned about. What's more, another Titan looks to be lurking in this movie, though this one may be an ally rather than an enemy. Here are some of the big reveals in the trailer. Godzilla and Kong will have a rematch in Egypt. While it's no secret that ultimately Godzilla and Kong will be on the same side, it's been confirmed that things won't start out that way. There will be at least one fight between the two in the new empire. This fact was on display when Godzilla, in his new pink form, was shown blasting a pyramid with his atomic breath while trying to hit Kong. With Godzilla looking to be at his strongest point in the film, Kong's odds of winning are unlikely to be any better than they were in the 2021 movie. Gia has visions of Godzilla and Kong's new MonsterVerse threat. According to Rebecca Hall's Dr. Eileen Andrews, Gia is connected to the threat headed for the MonsterVerse. Not only is she capable of communicating with Kong via sign language, but it seems she also has some sort of real superhuman ability. Gia's visions in the trailer imply that she can physically sense danger. How that could be possible remains to be seen, but humans having powers would add something surprising to the lore of the MonsterVerse. Skarking uses a whip against Kong. The trailer helps explain exactly how Skarking will present a threat to Godzilla and Kong. As it turns out, the bone-like belt around his torso is a giant whip. The trailer reveals that the Skarking will use it against Kong in at least two fights, one in the Hollow Earth and one in a city. As a long-range weapon, it can certainly make beating him challenging for Kong, especially since the latter lacks a beam attack. Skarking wants to start a war. Dan Stevens' character described a new Titan signal as a call for war. This line hints at the MonsterVerse having its first on-screen Titan war. Godzilla and Kong's ancestors were known to engage in one thousands of years ago, but a giant battle royale between monsters has yet to occur in modern times. With his army of great apes likely to follow him into battle, it may become necessary for Godzilla and Kong to lean on Titan allies of their own. Otherwise, the two may lose Godzilla and Kong the New Empire's Titan War. Godzilla brings back his nuclear pulse attack. Towards the end of the trailer, Godzilla discharges blue energy from his body after being fired on by the humans. The scene calls back to the ending of Godzilla King of the Monsters when Godzilla defeated King Ghidorah. The similarities between these attacks indicate that Godzilla has developed a blue version of his nuclear pulse attack. magic. It's arguably his strongest power in the multiverse, making it a potent weapon in his arsenal and perhaps something he can use to land a devastating blow on the skarking Kong or the MonsterVerse's mystery Dragon Titan. Speaking of that, a new ice monster attacks Kong. After showing the humans gazing at an unknown creature, the trailer unveils a scene where Kong is bombarded by an ice blast. This sets up the introduction of a new ice monster that may or may not join forces with Skarking against Godzilla and Kong. Though the new Titan hasn't been introduced on screen yet, its presence has already been spoiled by the Godzilla and Kong toys, which teased a four-legged dragon monster named Shimo. Based on the mysterious nature of the creature, there's at least a chance Shimo is Godzilla and Kong's real villain. And finally, Mothra will be in Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. The 30-second mark in the second Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire trailer shockingly confirms one of Gia's visions to be Mothra. The extent of her role remains under wraps, but the reflection of Mothra in Gia's eyes is a massive story tease. Godzilla King of the Monsters credits did tease Mothra's return through the discovery of a new egg, which may be what facilitates her rebirth in a new installment. With Mothra on hand, Godzilla and Kong may have a valuable ally in the fight against Skarking and his minions.